position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will put total under to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Discards him with the stiff arm.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell They don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Rides the back and leaves it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
With the catch, it's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Finds his tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is
turning it off. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the running game. Runs for the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Waits to grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight window.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Moore will throw. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a catch at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Had those stats, young fella.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. Moore to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Finds his man. It's Stewart. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception. His start of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He wants to throw it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Sayin. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Pulls it in, it's Smith. Spins away. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Inside the 30. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's going to bring this one out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. He's going for it all. Snags it down the right side. Wide open space. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
He'll take it himself.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45. Moore to the air. He unleashes a long one. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes.
Looking for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson.
Oh, that's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't,
Brings into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Sayed. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So
going deep. And he throws another interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Now this offense is back on the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sayed. Buying some time. Rolling on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. and it's no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero...
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Delivers another punch.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like,
makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's got an alley. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. All the way down to the 38-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and they dialed up the perfect call on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Moore will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Well, the defense is...
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... Second-guessing that return. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off to the races. The tag. Touchdown, Dogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Still looking on the move. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. The catch in the middle, it's Brown. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. Hand off from the shotgun. Will make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names.
Makes the grab down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a creep.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking deep. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Now, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback moving. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Frazier. Shows him the stiff arm. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, make it.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the ground game. Thrust that arm out. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Durham. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if...
He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. There he goes. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Lost a throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time he's got his man. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. It's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Gives it on the option. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hands the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's open on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
That's caught. It's dealt. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. Still on his feet. They